Hey guys, how you doing? So, Battle for Neighborville is a very unfinished game in a lot of ways. I mean, look no further than Ops. It works, sure, but it's not very fleshed out. This game was simply canned too early on in its life to be able to do anything with the time it had. And one of the things that this game left behind was legendary upgrades, a concept that was basically variants, just with a few extra changes. These upgrades cost the most upgrade points out of any upgrades in the entire game, which is 5. Or so many people might think. See, there's 2 upgrades in particular that never bent to the will of PopCap. 2 upgrades that cost 5 upgrade points, but are not legendary upgrades. And in today's video, we will discuss what both of these upgrades are, and if they're overall worth using. Think of this video like an add-on to my Characters Explained series, only I'll be discussing upgrades instead. And before you say it, yes, the 80s video will release at some point, okay? I swear, I'm not intentionally stalling it. Okay, but without any further ado, let's start out with the pea shooter upgrade. This upgrade is called Party Time, and if you've played Garden Warfare 2 at all, then you might already understand what this upgrade is all about. But interestingly enough, pea shooter never had a legendary variant in Garden Warfare 2, so giving him this upgrade is a unique choice. And as I had alluded to before, it works almost exactly like Party Time does. When pea shooter gets 3 eliminations on real players or character AI, he'll receive a speed and damage buff for 15 seconds. When he gets vanquished and he respawns, his elimination counter resets. So in other words, pea shooter gets a pretty crazy upgrade, especially for only 5 upgrade points. Now, is this upgrade overall worth using? Well, it depends. See, for as good as this upgrade is, pea shooter already has a lot of good upgrades that contend with Party Time. Upgrades like homing pea and combat adrenaline, that kind of stuff. And unfortunately, this upgrade just can't really compete with those other ones. So while this upgrade is indeed great, and it's definitely an interesting one at that, pea shooter overall just has better upgrades that cost less, at least in my opinion. And now we're moving on to the other upgrade in the room, Blossom. This one actually belongs to Sunflower, which again is pretty interesting, and the upgrade itself is unique as well. Sunflower can control 2 heal beams. Yes, you heard that right, 2 heal beams. If that doesn't sound disgusting to you, then you've either never played BFM before, or you happen to use this upgrade. Now, this one in my mind is a lot easier to come to a conclusion on, and I believe this upgrade is legitimately good, and it deserves to be at 5 upgrade points. And I say that for a few reasons, with the biggest one being one of Sunflower's other upgrades, Cocoon, can heal more overhealth. And that one only costs 3 points. So yeah, I think Blossom sitting at 5 was a good choice on PopCap's end, because I cannot imagine a world where Blossom can be used with Cocoon. Ugh. And with both upgrades now discussed, I think it's time to ask another question. Why weren't these upgrades turned into legendary upgrades or just nerfed? I mean, why bother keeping them at 5 when the only other upgrades in the game that cost that much can be purchased with rainbow stars? Well, unfortunately, I don't really have the answer for that question. I suppose it's very possible that PopCap didn't even think about this until they were practically getting kicked out of the Vancouver studio. But then again, if the old upgrade costs are anything to go by, PopCap probably knew something we didn't. I mean, this is just silly. But what do you guys think of these upgrades? Do you think they're worth the 5 points they cost? Do you not? Well, tell me in the comments down below. And if you're new around here and you like what you see, then subscribe. It helps me out a ton, and I promise the next upload is going to be a longer video. But anyways, I'll be seeing you guys in my next video, so peace.